What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Amazon KDP. And if you don't know what that stands for, it's Kindle Direct Publishing. So we're pretty much going to be authors. And we're going to focus on low content books, which is pretty much journals, notebooks, guest books, log books, pretty much books with not a lot of actual content in them. All right, guys? And just like the thumbnail says, we're talking about a $0 investment to potentially thousands. And you can make these within 15 minutes. And I'm actually going to take you through step by step. Right now, we're going to go into my computer and we're going to make a book, and I'm going to show you how easy it is, what tools to use, and let's get it. All right, let's go. All right, so first we're going to go to canva.com, completely free website. This is where we're going to get our template for our design. So we're going to type in wedding. I'm looking to create a wedding guest book. So I want something wedding style, and there's going to be free versions and paid versions. Obviously, we're looking for the free designs. Boom, right here. This is super simple, very easy to manipulate and change and design. I'm not a graphic design artist. Look, it's just click that, delete that, and we're just going to change this. I do like the font already. It looks like wedding style, so boom, just type in guest book, make it a little bigger. Look, even in Canva, it has, make sure you could center the design. Great website. So it looks good to me. We're going to just check out some other fonts just to see. Ooh, I do like that one a little better. So I think we're going to go with that one. Let's check out a couple others just to make sure. Those look okay. And you see that there's paid fonts and there's free fonts. This is completely free. We're only looking for the free font. So I'm going to go back to that first one. I really like that. Make it a little bit bigger. And you could make sure it's centered, how it shows you the lines right there. You can make sure everything is centered. This is just super simple, guys. I mean, anyone could do this. And now you hit download, and we're going to make sure it's a PNG. Make sure you're downloading a PNG, not a PDF. So that'll be our front cover. So that's downloading. So now we're going to download our back cover. So this will be the back of the book, and watch how simple this is. Just delete that stuff. Boom, that's a back cover right there. Make sure that's PNG as well, and download that. There we go. All right, look, our cover is complete. We made a cover in like 2 minutes, guys. Come on, it's perfect. So now you go to bookbolt.io, not .com, .io. This is where we're actually going to create the PDF. So you know what? It's completely free. Well, there's a free 3-day trial, and I will give you guys a 20% off link in the description, but it is free for 3 days. So you go to research and hit create and go to Book Bolt Designer. So that's what we want. I already have my login details, so just log in. Wait for that to load up. All right, now we're going to keep it on cover, and the trim size for this particular book, we're going to do 8.25 by 6. Now, normal books are like 6 by 9, but this is a wedding book, so we want it a little bigger. Page count, I always do 120. You can do more, you can do less, but I always stay at 120, no matter what type of book I'm doing, honestly. Notebooks, journals, guest books. You see, I've already been working on another guest book, so we'll just delete that. Now, you're going to scroll over to images right there. You're going to click on that, and you're going to click to drop your images. And the 2 images that we just created in Canva, we're going to upload both of those. I'm going to click on both of those right now, open them so they drop in. Boom, there they are. So now the left side is the back of the book. So make sure you're putting the back cover on the left side. Now, all you have to do is it's just fit it within these red guidelines. This was the exact measurements that, Amazon will need to print our book. So you just making sure it fits, making sure it's centered. That looks good. Now we'll do the front cover. We'll center that. We're going to stretch that out a little bit. We're going to have to widen the sides. And it's really important, Canva, you start off with a template that is close to, what the actual design is going to be. Because if this was skinny and long, it'd get all distorted. So now we're going to download that, same as Canva. But this is going to download in a PDF form. So we actually need a PDF form. Boom, it's ready. So we'll hit download and we'll just, type in the cover, just, guest book, simple. All right, there you have it. We have literally created our cover that fast. So that is done. Now, for the interior, we're going to click on Interior Pro. Perfect. All right, so if you have like a special, page that you want to create that you can create in Canva, you would go to Upload and drop files here. And I have made, like a special interior design that, I want to input in this guest book. I made it like earlier this morning, so I'll click on that so that you can use as your interior now. So now you'll go back to interior and then you click on the bleed, and then you got to make sure you change the dimensions to the dimensions we picked for the cover. So 8.25 by 6. And now you click on first page, and I made this, this custom image, my first page. But as you can see, there's many templates you could use here, guys. There's hundreds. You can create so many different types of books and, so many interiors from this. You can grab one of my strategies. I like to grab a few, different interiors to create a book. You could scroll through there forever and you could pick how many you want. So that would be one page. And when I click on last page, I'm going to change that to 119 because I want 119 of these blank pages because we're doing a guest book that has complete blank pages in it. But if you want to do other things like, I want to do 10 of this template, you would click 10, click on the template, and then you would go on, so on and so forth until you completed your 120 pages. But this is a very simple one, so I'm just looking for a blank page. Ooh, sketchbook was perfect. It's just nothing but a blank page. And as you can see, it shows all 120 pages, and you just download it. So we literally just made an interior of a book within a couple minutes. Now you go to kdp.amazon.com. It's a normal sign up. So click on paperback once you get your login and everything. So first step is to create the title. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to Amazon. I went to amazon.com. We're going to type in wedding guest book because we want to see what the competition is like. We want to see what title they're using, what keywords, especially, yes, blank pages. That's the exact, keyword that we're going to be targeting. So we're going to skip all those sponsored ads, and this is the first one. So this is the number one organic listing. So that is the best. So we're going to look at, their title, their description, and we're going to see what they use, and that's how we're going to create our title because we're looking to create the same thing. So rustic wedding guest book, and then subtitle. This is where you put in the detailed descriptions, you put in some more keywords that identify your book, things like that. I like to separate mine with, that little hash line. I think it looks, very clean, very professional. Give as much detail as you can about your book because unfortunately, with, Amazon KDP, we can't add like 6 or 7 images to our listing. We have the front cover, the back cover, and they have an option to look inside. So you need to be very descriptive. So on the author, you can put your name or you can make a pen name, whatever you prefer. All right, so for description, let's see over here. We're going back to the listing and we're going to check out their description. Clearly, this is a great listing. It's a great description, so we might as well take some factors from there. All right, so let's go back. Definitely took some, some inspiration from that original listing. Because we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, guys. That is clearly the best listing. It has a great description, a great title. Why wouldn't you use, similarities, or why wouldn't you take things from that, to create your book and to create a different or better version for the customer? So we don't need to think too hard here. You don't need to, I'm not saying you need to copy and paste it, but, just take some inspiration from it and, put it into your own words. And you can honestly look at multiple listings, grab things, from each listing that you think, are appealing to you or stand out to you or would make you buy that and put that into your listing. I would definitely keep it short and sweet though. Don't make some long paragraph, bullet holes listing things out. Make it really quick. People have a short attention span, so don't make it some drawn out paragraph. Highlight very key things that you think will make people buy your book versus the other. They're gonna scroll, they're gonna look past this very quickly, so it needs to stand out, which is why I like to make it bold and why I like to make it bullet pointed as well. And we could put make sure there's some other keywords in there, but we'll get to that later in another video. We'll talk about keywords and strategy and research. So type I own the copyright to this. And now here we have keywords. So let me show you guys a quick way how to get some keywords. It's really just typing in the description of your book and pulling keywords from that. And I love Amazon because it gives you, look, this is a whole list of keywords. These are words people are searching in right now on Amazon. So type in wedding guest book ideas, wedding guest book rustic. What else is there? Wedding guest book, blank pages. That it's very descriptive. You see what I mean, guys? Like there's so many keywords, and reverse it. Guest book wedding, rustic wedding, guest book. And let's think of one more, and just guest book. That'll be a little broader. Now you would choose categories. Now you can choose up to 2 categories. So this really it's straightforward. Just kind of find where it would make sense. Nonfiction, family. I'm looking for something about marriage or weddings or something like that. Let's see what we can find. Oh, look, marriage and long-term relationships and love and romance. As long as it somewhat relates to it closely, it's okay. You click no and hit save and continue. Boom, save successful. Now click assign me an ISIN. This is pretty much just a UPC, like a barcode. Just giving your book a number, pretty much in Amazon system. You can put in your publication date. It's not a must. It'll do that itself. Now you have different options here. You have black and white interior with cream paper. You have black and white interior with white paper, standard color interior. You can select whichever you want. Keep in mind that does affect the cost. Now, make sure you select the size that we selected for the interior and the cover. So 8.25 by 6. And you're going to click on bleed. You could click matte or glossy. Honestly, I've never really used glossy a lot. I just use matte. Now upload manuscript. So the file that we created in BookBolt, the interior, click on that and open it. So this will load up the interior that we just created in the PDF form. Save successful. Yeah, actually, I decided, to click on standard color because this is a wedding guest book. So you definitely want some color. Now click on upload a cover you already have because we already created it with Canva and BookBolt. Click on your PDF file, open that. Let that load up. You see how simple this is, guys? This is within 15 minutes, we're creating a book, uploading it, publishing it. This is crazy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. All right, now you would just hit Launch Previewer. You have to click Launch Previewer because it wants to show you, it's going to prepare your files. It's going to show you, you can go through page by page. This is especially good if you have, different templates and things like that. I know ours is just a blank page, so there's not going to be much to look at, but you actually have to approve the preview before you can go on to the next step. And this does take a minute. This does take, a few minutes. So as that's loading up, guys, if you're getting a ton of value from this, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. I mean, this channel is all about, passive business journey. We have a lot of businesses. I'm going to deep dive into every single business. I'm going to give you the details. I'm going to give it to you straight. And I'll be uploading some more videos about research and strategy next. So, okay, here it is. So it's giving us a nice preview here. And as you can see, everything is within the red lines. There would be like an exclamation mark that pops up if there was an error. You could scroll through the pages. That looks good. Yeah, they're all blank pages, so I know they're fine. We just have that first page and the cover. Looks perfect. So now all you would do is click approve. You see how they have that UPC on there? Now you scroll back to the bottom and it shows you your printing cost. So it'll cost $5.17 to print. Hit save and continue. Next is the pricing. This is where we'll create our pricing. All right, we'll just scroll down. And it's just saying like the color is not available in Japan or Australia. So if you make an interior cover, it's not available in those countries. All right, so what I do love about this is this will show you your royalty. This will show you how much you're gonna make by what price you type in. So I'll just type in $14.99 and it shows you, $3.82 is our royalty. And you can play with this. You could keep putting in different numbers until you see, the number that you like, But first, we don't want to put any number. Let's go back to Amazon, type in our keyword, and let's see what the competition is. Let's see. You don't want to just put some crazy price or too low of a price, but we need to see what's selling. Look at this. So look at Amazon's choice right there, $18.99. So Amazon is saying, and it's not even the first one. So it's not selling the most, but it's their choice, which means that they think this is the best buy, it's the best price, it's the best listing, for the customers. So we'll just scroll through the rest. They're all in the 20s. So the Amazon choice was like $18, but you do got to keep in mind that I had like 80 reviews, and we're gonna have 0 reviews, and we want to be competitive. So keep this in mind. You can change this price later, but you want to start lower. All right, here we go. And then all you got to do is just click publish once you found your price. But yeah, just keep in mind where you're gonna be at. You got to be realistic. You can't set your price too high. Boom, there it is, $14.99. There's our book. Close that. Now you just go to bookshelf and it'll show you, that your book is in review. So this usually just takes 72 hours, and then it'll turn from in review to live. And then from there, you should be good to go. You see, I've made a few that are in review, and I have a couple that are live right there. Guys, we're all done. We literally just published a book within like 15 minutes. Honestly, this is an amazing business model, whether you want to take this and run with it for years to come, or just build up some income to start another business. This business is for everyone. It's simple. It's completely free. So once again, some of the tools, canva.com, completely free. Bookbolt.io, free as well. There's a free 3-day trial. And if you want 20% off, I'll drop a link in the description for 20% off. I believe it's like $9 a month or $90 for an entire year. But we will go over some strategy and some research, how I can help you with that free 3-day trial to really optimize those 3 days. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe. Catch you soon.